Hope you're having a great day. I'm having a pretty good day. The sun is shining, which is rare for where I live this time of year in February. Normally it's very cloudy outside, so it's sunny and I'm happy. So that's cool. So I figured I would just go over some more of my PSP collection and we can just talk about some games and just have a good time and hang out. Um, yeah, hopefully the weather is good where you are too. Hopefully it's sunny where you're at. But let's go ahead and get started. What should we talk about first here? Let's see. Where to start? Let's start with this one. Just because I really want to play it. Mega Man Powered Up. Paid 20 bucks for this. And your little chibi Mega Man. Oh wow, that's cool. Didn't realize it has this like cool card in there. This looks like some kind of it says Logitech Play Gear pocket skin. So you cut this out and you actually stick it on that Logitech gear like case for the PSP. Yo, what's up, my man? How you doing? That's interesting. You actually throw that in the case. That's hilarious. How's it going? How's it going? Hope you're doing fantastic. Talking about some Mega Man Powered Up. Wow, it has like origin story. Mega Man's beginning. That's crazy. Joe, what's up, Joe? What's going on? How you doing? Mega Man. Little chibi Mega Man. Sounds like his origin story, apparently, which is kind of crazy. The year is 20XX. Humankind has gained a new friend. In the not-so-distant future, humans and robots will learn to live together peacefully. A lot of story happening there. Hey, what's going on, Bunny? How you doing? It's going well, nice and warm here. Nice. Yeah, it's not too cold here right now, today at least, so that's cool. Lord Big Mac, hello. How you doing? Watching you live from India. That's very cool. Well, welcome to the live. Thanks for watching. That's so cool. That's really cool. Watching from India. Got some more characters. Dr. Light. Roll. Her name is just Roll. That's weird. Dr. Wily. It's got some more controls and stuff like that. What's your reading? Like, what am I reading? I'm reading the manual from Mega Man Powered Up, the PSP game. Got some items. Pack item, life energy, party ball, retry flag, magnet beam. I've barely played this game, so it would be a lot of fun. I've played a lot of side scrollers on the PSP, and a lot of them are really fun. So playing as boss characters? You can play as boss characters? Kind of interesting. There's a little comic in there. I know Wily's controlling these guys, but it's tough having to hurt my friends like this. Mega Man, don't worry. If you just use your Mega Buster to defeat them, you can knock them out without actually destroying them. That way they can be repaired and brought back to our side again. All right, here I go. Has a straight up comic in the manual. That's pretty awesome. Here's some of the boss characters. Guts Man, Cut Man, Iceman and Bomb Man. I'm gonna buy a microphone tonight, so don't you guys worry. I know, by the way, shout out to you guys for watching quite a bit of yesterday's stream. The microphone was garbage. I watched some of it back and I was like, dude, the microphone was garbage. How did you stick in for that? You know, how'd you stick around? I would have been like, I'm out. So I'm gonna get myself a nice fancy Rode mic that can like hook on right here, and it's gonna be awesome. So I'll probably order that today. There's another comic in here. Crazy. He's playing a PSP. You can share your custom stages with people around the world using PSP System's Wi-Fi networking features. You can even download other people's stages and play them on your own PSP. There's lots of other cool stuff too. That's pretty cool. Dude, I don't know if I should get Ape Escape or Tokobot. Ooh. That is a good question. Good question. Ape Escape or Tokobot? Oh, and then it's got a Maverick Hunter ad in the back. Ape Escape or Tokobot? I would say Ape Escape personally. I like Ape Escape a lot better. Tokobot's good. I hope I didn't overhype it, but because I enjoyed it. But I like Ape Escape better, personally. All right, let's see. What else we got? Let's see here. Let's look at the Monster Hunter games again. Dude, I even have Japanese. Got some Monster Hunter. These are great games. I even have the Japanese one you can see there. Monster Hunter Portable 2nd G, I guess. Well, that one's got like the clear cover. Dang, this has a thick manual. It's not in the best condition. You can see it's all kind of messed up there. Monster Hunter is hard enough on the main console. I know. Yep. It's a hard game. Especially when you get in the higher ranks, dude. Same thing on these. It is easy at first, and then once you get up into the ranks, like the guild quests, they get insanely hard. This one doesn't have a lot of art. There's like one picture there, which is kind of hard to make out. It looks like you're in the cat restaurant where you get food. It'd be cool to just fire this one up and see if there's anything different in the Japanese version. I don't think there is, but who knows? Yeah, man, on Freedom Unite, having trouble with the town's first urgent quest. Oh, really? Got Monster Hunter Freedom. Yeah, those urgent quests are always the hard one, because if you've never played Monster Hunter, yeah, you do a bunch of quests where you take down monsters. Usually start out like picking plants and stuff and gathering resources and stuff like that. They're really easy. You've run into a couple like velociraptors. They chase you down. You take them out. They're pretty easy. And then you start progressing your way up and fighting harder and harder monsters, and it gets crazy. With like the monsters start looking weird. There's one with like a super long like elastic neck called the Keizu, and he just like stretches his neck out and it's just a mouth, at the end of his, like, as a face. Yeah, Keizu's really weird. I think this game has a different town than like Monster Hunter Unite. There's some like characters there. Oh, that's, dude, I totally forgot that there's a beautiful Joe on the PSP. It's Red Hot Rumble. Have y'all played Beautiful Joe at all? I think it was usually, or it was on the GameCube. What's up, Caleb? How you doing? Hopefully you're having a good day. So I've got the manual for Monster Hunter Freedom 2. Gameplay, save data. Okay, this one does have the same village. That's the same village as Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. Oh, you sadly missed out on the GameCube. That is sad. It's such a good console. Did you play the Xbox, the original Xbox, or maybe had a PlayStation 2 instead? Another empty notes section. One of you guys commented on about the notes, and it would be hilarious if there was like a journal or something in there, a little diary entry. Like, this game is so freaking hard. I hate Monster Hunter. How the little like granny, she's the one that in the village where she has all the quests for you. Yes, our first consoles, N64 OG Xbox. Nice. OG Xbox. I did not have an OG Xbox. My friend had one, but I never really played much of it. He did have Phantasy Star on it, and that was pretty cool. Because Phantasy Star is awesome. If you've seen any of my channel, you know I'm a big Phantasy Star guy. Oh, nice. You did good on your test. Congrats. Congrats. That's great. Good job. N64, nice. Yeah. Got some N64 games up here we can take a look at. I didn't look at yesterday. Got like Rogue Squadron. Classic game, dude. Look at the artwork. It's just so good. That artwork is fantastic. It's like the good old Star Wars, not the new Star Wars, which has gone downhill in my opinion. Ooh, instruction booklet. I've got the manual. Just a classic game, man. Pictures are really, really tiny. You've got some enemies there. What is that train? I don't remember that. Armored hover train. What is an ATPT? I don't remember that little guy. An ATPT. Crazy. You got an A on your test? Congrats. How many Star Wars games are on the PSP? And Rogue Squadron was a great game. Hell yeah. Rogue Squadron's awesome. This has a comic in there also, in the manual. That's crazy. They used to put, it's several pages long too. It's crazy. There's actual comics in the manual. That's so cool. This is why we want physical media back, in my opinion. You could read little comics. Crazy. How many Star Wars games are on the PSP? Oh, that's right, my bad. I read the second half of your comment there. There are, let's see, I just know because I've been playing the Star Wars games on the PSP. There's 8. There's 8 Star Wars games on the PSP. I know that off the top of my head, and 6 of them are in my eBay cart right now. I'm definitely going to order them. Probably today. I'm going to order at least 2 of them probably today. At least 2. I got to get the ball rolling. But yeah, thanks for the questions. Appreciate you. So I've just been thinking about like this format and like if I want to change it up and like introduce some kind of like podcast style where I could just talk about a topic, or I'm not sure. But the live streams have been going well, so thank you guys so much for watching these. I really appreciate it. I've also thought maybe I could go and take my phone just like right now. Well, not literally right now, but how it's set up, how I'm streaming. Just go to the store and like do some live game hunting. I think that would be really cool. So, let's see. What else do I have here? Got Ratchet and Clank, Size Matters. I want to play this one. I haven't played it yet. Looks like Clank becomes giant and he's holding Ratchet. That's kind of cool. You guys like Ratchet and Clank? Let me know. Live game hunting is sick. Nice. So we got 1 vote for the live game hunting. There's the back of it right there. Small Enemies, Big Trouble. An original adventure built from the ground up for the PSP system. I've heard good things, and I think I made a video with this game where it was featured as a game you could still get for under like $10, like $10 or under, and this was one of them. So I don't think, I mean, I haven't played it yet, but it's like $10 like for a Ratchet and Clank game. That's a steal right there. They can't make titles like they used to. They just don't make them like they used to. It's true. What else we got here? I guess since we talked about that one, show you Secret Agent Clank. Unfortunately, this one does not have the manual, but it does have some pretty sick like cover art again on the back there. Reversible cover. I just now realized like that's a James Bond like pose. Am I slow or what? Wow. I've just never taken the time to like stop and look at this cover. He's doing the James Bond thing. That's great. Crazy, Bobby says, crazy to think the PSP came out in 2005, right? Dude, it was so ahead of its time. It was just crazy. I can't believe like how ahead of its time it was. The graphics, I remember just thinking it's basically like having like a PS2, like a portable PS2, because the graphics are comparable, so it's kind of crazy. Samir, hey brother from India. Suggest me something to watch. Do you mean like on my channel or just in general? Let me know. How many PSP games, movies do I have? All right, so I have one PSP movie. Secret Agent Clank. Where was this? Right here. I've got one movie. And it's Chronicles of Narnia. Actually, I have two movies now that I think of it. I showed it yesterday. There it is. Got Narnia. I couldn't tell you where I picked this up, but clearly it spoke to me because it's the only game I own, or only movie I own for the PSP. And then this is the other movie I own. I lied. I own two. Let me know if you've seen this. I don't know what it is. I got this for free at a game store. I was shopping around and then I was ready to check out, and the guy was just like, "Oh, you can have that." I was like, "All right, sweet." Looks like it's called Scryed. I don't know if it's Scryed. It's really weird, but it's a cool looking little anime. All right. Let's see, what else do I have here? What else do we got? Oh, this game right here. I can't believe I still have the box, but Rocket Robot on Wheels. This is a solid banger. Oh yeah, there's like a roller coaster. I think you like build your own roller coaster, if I remember. Dude, it's been, I don't know, a couple decades since I've played this. But if you've never played Rocket Robot on Wheels, I can highly recommend it. It was a childhood favorite. The cartridge is red too. I don't have it, by the way. I don't have the cart for it, which is sad, but yeah, it's crazy. Dude, I've got Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards. This is a banger also. Dozens of puffed up special powers. I like Kirby. Oh yeah, the Spider-Man trilogy. That would be cool to have on the PSP. Someone was asking if I had, or if I wanted, or yeah, someone asked if I had the movies on the PSP, and I only had the one, like I said, or the two. And I told them the other day I'm considering like getting into those too. So maybe someday I'll have the Sam Raimi Spider-Man games. The Jurassic Park, the NES. Yeah, there we go. Bam. This game is terrifying, dude. This game like scared me as a kid. The T-Rex comes, yeah, see the T-Rex there? He comes out of nowhere and just starts chasing you and eats you if you're not fast enough. And then it has those really cool first-person segments. I don't know if you've tried it, but yeah, you've got like the Dilophosaurus there. It's like Doom, so this game was, yeah, you can like zap the dinos with your little zappy gun there. And then, yeah, it's got a cool movie shot of the Velociraptor. Yeah. You can use the mouse apparently too. I never did that as a kid, but you can use the mouse to play this, which is wild. Nice. This one is in there too. Oh yeah. Yeah, you should try it out, man. I played a good amount of it as a kid. It's fun. Like, I enjoyed it. As terrifying as it is, it was a really good game. You know what's an underrated title? Uniracers. This game is like, everyone's like, really? You race like unicycles? And I'm like, hell yeah, it's the best. Childhood favorite. Like this, I played this so much as a kid. Nice, I have the cart as well. All right, I guess we should stay on point and look at PSP stuff. No, just kidding. Whatever you want to see, let me know. Any questions you want to ask, just let me know. Feel free to ask away. Thank you so much for all the support lately on the channel. I had so many comments today on my channel. I was at work and I was just looking at my comments like, dude, I don't even have, like, you know, I only have limited time to be on my phone at work. So I don't even have enough time to get back to everyone, which is a good problem. Rarest game in the collection. Let's see. Rarest. Probably some of the RPGs. Like this one is very uncommon. You don't see this one every day. Lunar, Silver Star Harmony. That's definitely a much more uncommon title. And then another couple games that are kind of uncommon. I don't really keep up on like how rare these are, but I know you don't see these every day too. The Ease games. You'll see these at like conventions and stuff pretty much. Star Fox 64. No, I don't have Star Fox, unfortunately. 64, I don't have it, unfortunately. I didn't play it as a kid. So, yeah. E's, X, Y, Z, shove those back there. I just spotted this one real quick. I do have Jet Force Gemini. That's a banger. It's not in there though. Maybe I have it loose in the closet somewhere, but the multiplayer on this game was crazy back in the day. Just a split screen. Yeah, see, you can play like 4 players. And it was just, you know, 1/4 of the screen. Each person got 1/4 of the screen and you would just duke it out. And you had like the tri-rockets and guns and the machine guns. Oh, just so fun. Classic. The main campaign's about like blowing up like insects and stuff, and you can play as Lupus, the dog. Yeah, there's a split screen right there. That's what it looked like. Such a banger. Such a good title. I have a funny story about this game actually. Like, I went to a yard sale and like that's like minty condition, right? Like, look at that. Diddy Kong Racing. So I go to this yard sale and I'm like, just curious, like ask the owner of it. I'm like, do you have any video games? And this like lady was like, well, no, sorry. And then, sorry, there's deer outside running by my window. I'm getting distracted. But she was like, no, I don't have any video games, sorry. And then she's like, oh, wait, like, I have an old one. I have a few old ones. And I was like, really? And she brought this out, like in this minty condition, complete. Right? Yeah, Diddy Kong Racing. And I was like, and she was like, oh, yeah, these are my sons. But, oh, dude, I was freaking out. I was like, oh. And I felt bad because I didn't want to rip off the lady, you know? I was like, I don't want to rip you off because she was asking, I want to say like $15, and it was going for a lot more. And I looked it up too, and I was like, ooh. So I actually brought it up to her. I was like, you know, because it was her son's copy, and he was like away in college and he didn't want it anymore. And so I was like, you know, this is worth like whatever it was, you know, 60 or 70, I don't know, much more than 15. And she was like, okay, well, that's okay. Yeah, no, you can take it for 15. So I was like, deal, deal. Yeah, right? Deal. So, yep, that was a cool story, cool find there. Diddy Kong Racing. Problem with yard sales now, like I just feel like they're over. People have gotten crazy, and like every time I ask someone if they have video games at their yard sale, they're almost like annoyed. They're almost like pissed off a little bit. They're like, nope. They're like, we've had 5 people ask already. And you're just like, sorry, okay, whatever. Sorry. Didn't mean to piss you off. Let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah. I don't think I've talked about this one recently. Have you guys tried Killzone? Any of the Killzone games? This specific one on PSP, more deer running past, is pick this up for $4.50, and like it's pretty dang clean. Like it's a clean copy. And this one, I do hate how they do that though. They shove a sticker on the actual disc, and they gave me the greatest hits one. That's right. I forgot about that. The case was not greatest hits, and they gave me the greatest hits one. So, but yeah, this one is like a top down, like isometrical or whatever, isometric view. And I think it's more of a strategy game. Again, I don't know like anything about the Killzone games. Got some characters. Evelyn Baton. What does that say? Haka. Armin Hammer. And that guy. Hef Milcher. Just, I mean, the stuff we used to get in manuals, just the whole, like, the bios you get for the characters. That guy's kind of cool. Kobar. Oh, thanks for the comment, Jay. Killzone Mercenary on the PS Vita is great. I've heard that's a really, really good one, and I've seen a lot of gameplay, and it's wild how good the gameplay looks on it. So once I'm like finally have got my fill of the PSP, I'll probably move on to the PlayStation Vita, and that's definitely one I'm going to be looking out for. Yeah, dude. Killzone Mercenary. I'll have to check that out. Dude, thanks for the likes, you guys. Thanks for the yeah, the reactions and everything. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for hitting up the chat and hanging out. The Persona games on the PSP are expensive. Oh yeah. So, like, I'm glad you brought that up because I was watching. Do you guys watch Phoenix Resale? I like his stuff. I'm not a hater. I joke around and stuff, but I like Quick Flips. I like that channel he started. I don't know if you watch him, but he opened a game store recently, and he what Wow, losing my train of thought. I watched his videos. Nice, nice. Yeah, so yeah, the Persona games you mentioned there reminded me. I was just watching his channel and they go through the trade-ins on their channel, which is really cool. Like that's very cool. And they had Persona Portable and like they were big box editions, and they were only going for like $60, I think. And I'm like, dude. So I really think PSP game prices are coming down, which for me is great. I think that's a great thing for me and other collectors. It was getting scary there when they were just going like this, up and up and up and up, and I was like, ah, like I had to cool off of collecting for a minute there because they were getting out of control. But I thought it was really cool to see those Persona games on the Quick Flips channel. Joe Boone says Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. You know what? That one is on. I have it on my modded PSP, but I don't have it physically. I would love to own it physically, so I just have it on my modded one. But the Midnight Club games are excellent. I'm sure you already know. I do have the LA Remix. If I can find it. LA Remix Midnight Club. Yeah, right there. This is the one I have. Yeah, I'm sure maybe you've seen it. Midnight Club LA Remix. I found this one in Arizona. I started playing these on the PlayStation 2, and I loved it. So as soon as I saw it on the PSP, I was like, no brainer. I picked it up. It was 20 bucks, but I had store credit, so I used the store credit. Do you guys do that? Do you guys use store credit a lot, or do you prefer saving up cash to buy your games? Let me know. I'm pretty much a cheap ass, and I only use store credit. So I bring in a bunch of stuff to trade for credit, and then I use the store credit to buy games, which I need to do. As soon as I get my car working, my brakes are screwed. As soon as I get my car working, though, I'm going to go to Spokane and do some game trading, maybe trade that Sega Saturn I found, or the games for it that I don't want. The Legend of Heroes game on the PSP are great. Oh, yes. I think the third game is the most expensive one of the trilogy. Oh, dude. Is that the same one I'm thinking of? Are you talking about... Wait, Legend of Heroes, the third game. Okay. Yeah, isn't this the third one? Oh, no, I guess not. Okay. I do have one of them. The Legend of Heroes. I was so happy to get this one back in my collection. This was one of the ones that I've said it over and over again. This is the one I traded and I got back. So happy to have it back. Yeah, they're cool. They're fun RPGs, at least this one. I started streaming it fairly recently. Well, probably like 6 months ago, but for whatever reason, I just stopped. But I want to go back and play it. So yeah, I agree. These are a lot of fun, or at least the one I played is good. So I would recommend it. You like using credit? Nice. Yeah, I got to use credit. It's the way to go. L. Yeah, using store credit is my preferred method of game collecting because I go to thrift stores. Do you guys do any thrifting? What I do is I go to thrift stores and just hunt for games. And then if you find anything good, you can take it to a game store, trade it for credit. That's how I do it. Was that at a GameStop where I found it? My bad. That was a couple minutes ago. What was I talking about? Sorry. The Legend of Heroes, or oh, the you mean the Midnight Club? If you're talking about the Midnight Club, no, I found that at a Bookman's in Arizona. Really cool store. If you guys ever go to Arizona, make sure to go to Bookman's. It's got like tons of games, comic. It has whatever you can possibly name. Like it has all the stuff. It's got everything: comic books, figures, books, games, all retro games, every console you can imagine, pretty much. It's awesome. I miss Bookman's. Sega Saturn with 5 games, 4 of them are CIB. Nice. A controller and a 3D controller for $200 at a pawn shop. Nice. All I had to do was replace the battery. I bought a flash card from the Saturn and it looks great. Or for the Saturn. Nice. Yeah, dude, there's some issue with the Saturn, right? Sega, or not the Saturn, sorry, it's not a Saturn, it's a Sega CD. Okay, so you got the Saturn, got it. I don't know my Sega very well, so my bad. I always get them confused, but I got the Sega CD, that's the one I got. I'm I'm on the fence about whether I should keep it or not, to be honest, because there's 3 gigantic power bricks that you have to freaking plug into the wall at different, like you need like 3 power strips if you're gonna mess around with the Sega CD, man. They're crazy. But I was just ecstatic to find one, and I'm glad you found one at a pawn shop, the Saturn. That's awesome. What games came with it? Let me know. I just jailbroke my PS Vita. The thing is amazing. Nice. Dude, thanks for hitting up the chat, you guys. I really love how it just keeps the stream going. Yeah, as far as jailbreaking a PS Vita, I've been watching videos of not like the specifics of how to do it, but just what it's like when you do it, and it looks so cool. I've been watching a lot of videos about modding PS3, modding the Vita, modding the PSP, modding like PS4, and man, those are some awesome videos. They have memory cards on Amazon that you can buy that just have like pretty much the entire PS2 library on it, and you just plug it into your PS2 and it's ready to go. So that's really cool though. What do you like playing on the Vita? Um, Let me know. I've got some Vita games here. I can show you some Vita. So I've got Soul Sacrifice, Mortal Kombat, Ninja Gaiden. This one's fun. I liked this one. This was probably the second or third game I played on my Vita, and I liked it. I enjoyed it. I was happy with it. This was the first one I played. First game I bought. Really good game. Gex, Wings, Arms. Wings, Arms. Is it? Yeah. Knights. Oh, Knights. Nice, nice. Clockwork Knight 2. Oh, cool. I've seen that game before. Yeah, Clockwork Knight. Apparently that's a good game, Clockwork Knight. And some baseball game. Nice. That's so cool. Man, I bet you got. I got so excited when I found my Sega at the thrift store too. It was at the thrift store, and oh my gosh, I was like so excited. I left. It was kind of funny. There was a big stack of games, right? Sega CDs, Sega 32X, Sega Genesis stuff. And I'm like going through these, and I left them kind of over here. The console was over here, and I was going to the console to look at it, and like some other people walked by the games, and I thought they were gonna like snap them up. And I was like watching them like a hawk. It was hilarious. Anyway, back to the Vita. Bro, you can hack your PSP Vita with a PC without a PC in like 10 minutes. It's amazing. You can get all PS Vita and PSP games for free. Dang, yeah, that sounds fun. That sounds like where it's at. I got Rayman Legends. Got the Sly Cooper collection. Got more Sly Cooper. I didn't know you could hack it without a PC. How is that even possible? That's crazy. Got Jack and Daxter, which I'll warn you guys if you ever want to try this one. It's kind of choppy. The frame rates are kind of BS on the second game. It was unplayable. I stopped playing the second game because the frames were so bad on this one. So fair warning, the first one worked great. The second one, the frames started dipping like crazy. And the third one, of the little I played, it actually wasn't too bad. That's right, yep. Never. I'm legit. Got Assassin's Creed 3, Liberation, Freedom Wars. So yeah, that is my PS Vita collection. Bam. Guess I should put them up, still upside down. There we go. Yeah, good stuff. Yep, yeah, I'm legit. Now, if someone wants to sell me a hacked console, well then I'll probably buy it, but I just recently learned how to like take the PSP games off of the disc and get them on the computer. So I'm not a big hacker or anything like that. I felt like, like I felt like a hacker just by doing that. Like, oh my gosh, this is so easy. I'm a hacker. What else we got here? I need more racing games. That's what I want to buy, you guys. I want to buy more racing games. Do you guys like racing games? Classic, where is it? This is highly recommended racing game if you've never tried it. Ridge Racer's awesome. And they tell me that like the second one is even better. There's a bunch more titles, tracks and stuff like that, music. It has like almost double the content. So I've been on the hunt for the second game for quite a while, like a while now. I found one at a convention, but it was like bad condition. It was not in great condition. So Split Second, I don't have Split Second, unfortunately, but I have heard that it's a really good game. I'm not sure if that's the one that's kind of similar to like Burnout, but I've heard Split Second. I've heard really good things. What else else do I have? So pretty much for my next review, it was amazing on PS3. Nice. Oh, it's not in. Oh, it's in my PSP. I'm thinking maybe Phantasy Star Portable. Yeah, let me know, chat. What would you like to see me review next? I'm thinking maybe this one. Fantasy Star, where's this going? I'm also thinking one of the God of Wars would be fun. Chains of Olympus. I streamed that the other day and it was a lot of fun. So thinking about doing another, another stream so I can review another PSP game. So let's see. Here's a classic. This one is probably my like one of my most nostalgic games. It was like the first one I played on the PlayStation Portable. Oh yeah, that's right. I definitely know Joe wants to see some work time fun. That's definitely, I've been considering it, so maybe that'll be the winner. That sounds like a lot of fun. Just a bunch of like mini games, kind of like WarioWare. That sounds fun. God of War, nice. We got to vote for God of War. Oh man, the screenshots are bringing back memories. Like, isn't nostalgia wild? Like, I looked at that screenshot and like instantly transported me to like my childhood house, like at the kitchen table, like after getting it for my birthday. Just like the strong memories associated. It's crazy. So yeah, super nostalgic game. Untold Legends. I like it. It was a launch title. I would recommend this one. Ridge Racer 2 is expensive. Yeah, it is. It's expensive. Yeah, that's a pricey one. I don't even know where it's at now. If you guys want to look it up on price charting, feel free. Let me know, but I don't know where it's at now. But I know it's a lot of money. I wonder if I could like try to remember what games I got like in order. Like I got Ridge Racer, Untold Legends, and then like what was next after that? This was certainly a very early game. Not this copy, but I had this very early in my childhood. Lots of memories. So many memories. This one brings me back to like actually camping, and my friend had ATVs, and we just drove them all throughout the forest in Utah at Duck Creek. And it's like, this one's really like, I'm nostalgic for this one as well. Still played God of War Chains of Olympus. Did you play Ghost of Sparta yet? I have not played Ghost of Sparta yet. I know I have to. I just made a short about it, and everybody's like, dude, you got to play it. So yeah, I'm definitely going to check that out. I don't know. Do you think I should play Chains of Olympus? Because I don't know if I've ever beat Chains of Olympus, and I think Ghost of Sparta is the sequel to that one. So I kind of want to beat Chains of Olympus and then play that one. Ghost of Sparta. Every time I hear Ridge Racer, it reminds me of that awkward E3 presentation. Oh, I don't think I've seen that. But yeah, ATV. These are like the games that everyone just like glazes over when they see, they're like, ah, another ATV game or whatever, or like motocross game, gross. But I like these games. I have nostalgia for them. I would play them while camping, and it was like the perfect game because it's like you're out there in the wilderness, in the forest, and then you're like racing these tracks that look similar to like where you're at, where you are. So it was fun. It was a fun time. If you have the box and manual, please show off AC Bloodlines. Oh, dude. I'm glad you brought that up, actually. Dude, I have something to show you guys. Thank you so much for bringing that up. I haven't showed this before. I have it on display out there. So give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. So this is the version I have. Boom. I still have the box for the Assassin's Creed. So yeah, this puppy's pretty sick. I don't have the physical copy, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it came digitally. Oh, UMD game. No, I should have the UMD somewhere, but maybe it's in here. But yeah, thought that was pretty cool. I don't think I've showed it on the channel, like, which is crazy. How can you own this and never show it on the PSP channel? And then I've got my PS Vita box as well. Thought you guys might want to check that out. It's pretty cool. It's pretty nostalgic. I have the OG, so yeah, I got some Uncharted there. This is the OG, so it's the OLED, which I'm very happy with. I would like to have a modded, like, you know, whatever the other models are where you can get like a blue one or whatever. But anyway, let's dive into this thing and see what's in here. We've got some screen protectors. I think there's still one in there too. Oh, no game though, just like the starter pack with all the paperwork. There's also a little like polished cloth that I clearly never used. Man, it came with a memory card. That's pretty cool. So yeah, pretty sick. Throw that up there. So my apologies. I don't know where the like manual or the disc is for Assassin's Creed. All right, let me catch up with chat here. Yeah, I think you're right. The two games are on the PS3, like the God of War collection, which I do have too. Let me know if you want to see it. I think I've got that on the PS3. R.I.P. Dave Mira, dude. Dave Mira, yeah. I had Dave Mira on the Game Boy Advance. It was a great game. I liked it a lot. It was fun. Brr, 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 brr. Goal, 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 number one. Where did Johnny go? I'm back. What have they done to my bar? I'm back. Boxes are looking good considering how old they are. Oh, thanks. Yeah, right? I've kept them in pretty good condition. I try to keep my stuff nice. The OLED model is the best. Nice. I know, right? Why would you downgrade and go with like, from an OLED to a not OLED? I don't know why you would do that. RIP. I didn't die, okay? I'm still with you. I'm still here. Gunpei. Gunpei. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I do have Gunpei. Gunpei's right here if you want to see it. It's like this little puzzle game. I've never played it. If this is what you're talking about, I mean, I don't know of any other games called Gunpei, but I do own it. Have you played it? Is it fun? Let me know. Where did I get? Oh, Bookman's. There's a tag right there. There's another question for you guys. Do you guys leave the tags on your games after you buy them from the store? Or do you prefer, are you like highly against it? Do you like to just take the goof off and just take it off as soon as possible? Or do you leave it on there? Because I used to be that guy that like, by under no circumstances will the tag be on there. And I would just take it off every time. Yeah, the stickers. And I watched John, or what's his name? I don't think it's John Riggs. John Hancock, one of his videos, and he was talking about that topic. And it was the first time I heard someone say like they left the tags on, and I was like, really? And ever since I've started doing that, like I clean them, obviously. Well, yeah, I clean them as good as I can, but I kind of like leaving them on and just like remembering where I purchased it and remembering how much I paid for it. It's kind of a fun little thing. Like I don't know, but yeah, no stickers. Gotcha, gotcha. Yes, some stores are no longer in existence. That's also like a cool reason to leave them on. So you can be like nostalgic and remember the store that's might have closed down or whatever. That's another good reason. I don't think I've showed you this one yet, actually. Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. Do you guys like the Lego games? I have never like gone through an entire Lego game, but I know people that just love the Lego games. Like doesn't matter if they like the franchise, like they love the Lego games. Pirates of the Caribbean, experience it Lego style. Still have games from Blockbuster Video. Nice. Oh man, I remember when the Blockbuster near my house closed down and how excited I was that I got to go and just like they announced it wherever online or whatever, and I just had a heyday. Like all the games were like $2 a piece. I remember stocking up on PS3 games. I had a huge stack of PS3 games. I should have bought more. Looking back, I should have just freaking bought more, but yeah, Blockbuster. It was some good times. I miss Blockbuster. Blockbuster was so cool. Man, RIP Blockbuster, right? How many Lego games I got? Let's see. Not too many on the PSP. I think I just have two, honestly. The other one I have is Lego Indiana Jones. And I'm probably going to pick up the two Star Wars ones because I'm trying to collect all the Star Wars games on the PSP. That's kind of my next venture. Why is this? Oh, L, Lego. Okay. My bad. Brain fart. I'm trying to keep it alphabetical order. Lego Star Wars is great. Good to know. Nice. And Batman. Very cool. Yeah, I've heard good things about both those. I bought a copy of Parasite Eve 2 at Blockbuster for 13 bucks. Oh my gosh. Dude, that's crazy. Parasite Eve 2. That's a PlayStation 1 game, right? That's like really uncommon and kind of expensive now. Man. Yeah, that was wild when I think I went to two different Blockbusters when they were closing down and scored. It was sad, but I mean, it was also bittersweet because you scored all those games for so cheap, right? Super excited for the new Lego Batman coming out this year. Oh yeah, I think I saw a trailer for that. That looked cool, yeah. Yep, yeah, I saw a trailer for that. You know what I'm excited for is the new pod racing game. I don't know what it's called, Galactic Racers, I think, but the graphics look really good. Insane. Still has the Blockbuster stickers on it. Nice. Yeah, you've got to keep the Blockbuster stickers on it. I might have a game or two in my closet that still has the Blockbuster stickers. I think I have Wolfenstein 2 on the PS2, and or maybe it's in the Hollywood Video case. So that's really special. You guys remember Hollywood Video too? The one by our house, the Hollywood Video by our house was like, it literally smelled like poop. It smelled like poop. They always had some kind of septic issue, and we didn't care. I mean, we did it, but we would like beeline it to the game or movie we wanted, run to the register, and like bolt out of there because it like always smelled like crap. That was disgusting. Every time I think of Hollywood Video now, I just smell poop. Fecal matter. Ever rent a game from Redbox? Oh yeah. Actually, I was more into renting movies from Redbox. I've never been into the concept of renting games really, just because I want to play how long I want to play, and if I have to return it, like my ADHD don't like that. It's like, no, I want to keep playing it. But cool thing also, I'm glad you said that. The libraries here, they have games. I don't know if that's a thing I just missed. And like, do they have games at libraries where you're at? They have like PS5 games and stuff at the libraries here. So that's pretty cool. Thought that was interesting. Oh, Infamous 2. Nice. I played Infamous, the first game, kind of recently, and I really enjoyed it. I loved that game. So really want to play the second one, but the backlog is just too stinking long. Redbox was the peak of humanity, I think. Did you guys ever keep a Redbox and like not tell anybody? I think I've got a couple Redbox movies that were like never returned for some reason. Like Jumper, that movie Jumper with Hayden Christensen, I think. Christensen, I don't know how to say that dude's name, but it had Anakin in it. I just remember having that for the longest time. Touch Redbox, then wash hands, right? Absolutely. Yeah, dude. Those things are shady. Hastings was another big store that sold games cheap when they went under. Hastings, oh, I've never, I think I've heard of it. There was not one in my town, so interesting. Hearing noises in my apartment. Sorry, there's like noises happening. There's water flowing and stuff. Hopefully, it's not being flooded. What was I gonna say? Oh, like, do you guys remember Circuit City too? That was a good one. That was a cool store that went under. Let's see, I remember. Oh, Transformers for the 360. Oh yeah, so you know the feeling I'm talking about. I'm not alone. Thank you for, yeah, relating to me. That's how I feel. Like, no, I don't want to return it. Especially that game. I've seen videos on it. It's apparently a really good game. So I wouldn't have thought, but everybody raves about that game, Transformers on the 360. Okay. Thanks for clearing that up, Garrett, and exposing that I never go to the library. That's pretty cool though, right? Like I've always wanted that to be the case. Like you can just get games. All right, finally caught up with chat here. My bad. Library has Switch, PS5, PS4, PS3, Wii U, and Xbox games. Dang. Can you rent them for like 3 weeks or is it just like 1 week? Do you have Super Collapse 3? I just picked that game up yesterday. No, I don't have Super Collapse 3. Is that a PSP game? Let me know what that's for. I don't think I've heard of that one. Super Collapse 3. That's really cool though. Switch, PS5, PS4. That's a very wide variety of games. That's your library. 3 weeks? Dang. I thought they'd let you have it for like 5 days or something. I miss the days of the PSP and DS where the systems being sold felt like peak gaming. Yeah, no, I hear you. I always wonder if it's just like my nostalgia or what, because like to me, I like the Switch, but a lot of the stuff is just looking like Fortnite to me. It's just like that just kind of looks like all the graphics start to look very samey to me, and it's just a cute little character and they're doing farming stuff or whatever, and I'm like, cool, but it's just, I don't know. I might be an old man shouting at the sky, at the clouds, but like that's kind of how I feel. A lot of Switch games to me just look really the graphically similar, whereas like I don't know, there's a lot of difference in these games. Yes, sir. I haven't tried it yet, but it was pretty cheap. You can renew them up to 3 times as well. Damn, that's wild. Jeez. So you can have a game for like a couple months. Dang, from the library. See, that I might consider because I can get through a game in, a month or whatever. I typically play like a couple hours a day. I do my day job, and then I come home and I have some time for YouTube's, and then I have some time to game afterward. So let me know too. Yeah, that's an interesting topic. How much time do you have to game with your schedules, with all the adulting you have to do? Open copy of Luminous on the Vita. Bought at Walmart. $5. 25. Dang, really? I have an unopened copy of Luminous for $5. It goes for around 25 on eBay. Nice. That's pretty cool. Walmart, I always miss the deals there. Like I see videos. I don't know if you guys watch Mr. Rightway, but he does a lot of videos on when Target and Walmart are having clearance, and he does videos and he goes there and there's a ton of cheap games. And I'm like, bro, never have I ever seen clearance games like that at Walmart or Target. It's wild. The Virtual Boy, it's a really cool console. I do like the Virtual Boy. I don't have one. Um, I think it's really cool that it's coming to the Nintendo Switch Online service. I think that's really cool, and I think I would probably play it there because I have the service. I'm not gonna go out of my way to get a physical Virtual Boy, especially because I typically have kind of motion sickness easily. So I think if I shoved my face in a Virtual Boy, I'd be like, my stomach, I'm sick. I've done that before at conventions, and I was playing Fallout 4, and the guy was like, dude, you have to keep going. I was like, I was taking the headset off. I was like, bro, I'm gonna throw up, dude. I'm gonna throw up. And he's like, what are you doing? You're gonna get killed. Get back in there. And I was like, dude, do you want me to throw up on you? Like, I, I get nauseous from any kind of like VR. So yeah. So picked up Virtual Tennis World Tour. Oh, Karate Kid movie, nice. Yeah, definitely. That's interesting. The Karate Kid's a classic. You guys are, yeah, you're making me want to pick up some UMD movies. I haven't really thought of that. It would be like, think about having that on a plane or something. Like you have a little movie right there. That's where, I don't know, I think like watching movies, like that's the first place my mind went to. I don't know where else I'd watch them, but I might start collecting those. Who knows? That's why I like doing these streams because you guys like get me more into it as I go and considering other things like that. So thank you guys. Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Thank you for liking the video. Thanks for like the reactions and stuff. I really appreciate it. Appreciate you. If I can talk. Found some .03 games years ago at Walmart. Oh, like 3-cent games? Dang. Wow. I bought 5 copies of Streets of Rage 4. Wow, for 3 cents each. That's wild, dude. That's so cool. Also got some Switch games for 3 cents. And you said that was at Walmart? Yeah, Walmart. Dang, I gotta go to Walmart. That's wild. 3-cent games. How is that possible? I don't understand how they can do that. So they're going to release 2 unreleased Virtual Boy games with the service. That's fair. Right? Yeah, it's like a slow drip for the Nintendo Switch Online, but I'll take it. I mean, I'll take what I can get. I like the service. Hopefully they're good games. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with those games. I know of Jack Bros for the Virtual Boy, and that one's super, super expensive, the physical copy. So got that one. And then other than that, there's that Wario game. And other than that, I don't know my Virtual Boy that well. So hopefully they're good games on the Virtual Boy, though, coming out. Usually they're supposed to remove those games from the shelves. Oh, okay, so yeah, it's like a last-ditch effort to just get them out of their inventory. That makes sense. Be such a baller move to whip out your PSP and start watching movies while on a plane, right? I do it with games. You know what a great game for the PSP on a plane is? Gran Turismo. Next time you guys are on a plane, play that one. There's something about just like cruising through. I enjoyed myself immensely, so it's my recommendation for a plane game. That would be a baller move, though. Jack Bros and the Wario games, or the Warrior game, are the best games on the Virtual Boy. Oh, okay. That explains why I know about them, probably because they're popular and because they're good. That makes sense. That makes sense. How are the loading times on Gran Turismo? Well, any PSP game is going to load better if you have it on the memory card. So I would highly recommend, holy cow, I can speak. I would highly recommend, yeah, ripping the ISO on your PC. You might already know how to do this, but if you put it on the computer, then you put it back on your memory card, it'll load it a lot faster. Just a quick tip, in case you didn't know. But the loading times they're okay. I don't particularly think they're horrible, but they're not super quick either. They're not bad though, especially if you have it on the memory card. They'll load faster, and it doesn't have that you know, the little noise of the scratchiness of the disc, which is a nostalgic noise for me, but let's be real, it gets freaking annoying after a minute. 1 second, guys. Gotta shoot off a text here. But yeah, Gran Turismo 1 and 2 were great on the PS1. I actually never played the ones on the PS1, but I've heard really good things about them. And I've seen videos. I watch a lot of videos about old games, clearly. Ridge Racer on the PS1 was dope as well. I haven't played that one either, unfortunately. Some games I just missed back in the day, quite a lot actually. But that's why retro gaming and getting into retro games is so much fun. I like discovering titles that I've seen like forever, right? My girlfriend's not into it. She doesn't like to discover old games, like go back into time and play like the Super Nintendo games, or she just wants to play like the newest stuff, PS5 games, and then the newest stuff that comes out. So, which is totally cool. It's just interesting that I want to go back and discover the titles that I've never played. See what else I got here. I can show you guys some recent pickups real quick. These I found at a couple places, a pawn shop, and then also a thrift store. So I'll show you the pawn shop pickup. Actually, it was these three. I got three from a pawn shop. They're not that impressive, but got Resident Evil 6 for the Xbox 360. I got Crackdown 2 for the 360. Garbage condition. I don't give a... And then I've got Personal Trainer Cooking, because I love cooking. I work as a cook, so I kind of like cooking. Mecha Bolt, huh? The other day on a Vita. Oh, easy platinum, nice. Which is why I started playing it, but I ended up really enjoying it. Nice. Oh, cool. I'll try to remember that. Mecha Bolt. Interesting. Easy platinum too, that's cool. A hacked new 3DS XL is awesome for playing retro games. Yeah, you know what? Like, I watched a video on that too, the 3DS. Yes. Pretty recently, I watched a video on a hacked 3DS, and I feel like what was my thought there? Just because on the PS on my hacked PSP, right? It has the N64 emulator, but it has issues. It's really slow. Whereas they were saying on the 3DS, if you mod it and hack it and put it on there, like they run buttery smooth. So I'm like, I want to do that. So I've heard that it is awesome to do. So it's good for the confirmation there. Thank you, Jay's Private Stash. Resident Evil 6 is fun. Good to know. I don't know my Resident Evil. Anytime I run into an RE game, I'm like, I ask my girlfriend, like, is that a good one or is it garbage? Let me know. She knows her Resident Evil. She'll be like, that's the good one, that's the bad one. If you do a Vita stream, I'll mention it. Right on. Cool, cool. Well, it's cool to know what you guys want to see. And I definitely am into getting a PS TV to stream some Vita at some point. So, next pickup was 007, the PS3, $3. There's a pretty clean copy. Show it back there. It was complete as well. It's a very clean copy, so I couldn't resist. I'm not the like biggest fan of 007. I like it, but I'm not like into it, you know what I mean? I haven't seen every movie, haven't played anywhere near all the games, but I couldn't pass it up. 007. I own RE6 on everything you could buy it on. Heck yeah, bro. Nice. Agent Under Fire on the GameCube. Oh yeah, that was nice, that one. I had to look at the title. CIB on the GameCube, very nice. Next up, I've got Sonic Unleashed. You guys like Sonic games? I like the character. I couldn't tell you, like I haven't played a lot of Sonic games. So, is this any good? Let me know. Sonic Unleashed. This is why I love doing this, because it makes me want to go back out and game hunt, and I could take you guys with me. We could go game hunting live. That'd be so fun. See what we could find. The Time Splitters games are great. Oh, nice. On the PS2, yeah. I've played the Time Splitters game on the GameCube. In my childhood, I played them. My friend had them, and they were, yeah, I liked it a lot. So that would be sick. Live game hunting. All right, cool. So now I'm taking your feedback into consideration. Thank you. So yeah, good to know. That sounds, I should do that sometime. ATV Off-Road Fury 2. Pretty clean. As you can see, it's got some marker on there. Easily, that'll probably come off. There's a GameStop sticker on the bottom. But overall, not too dirty. Like, look at the inside, it's pretty clean. So, couldn't pass that up, as earlier I mentioned. I just noticed this is a not for resale one, guys. Is this rare? Oh my god, I'm rich. I'm gonna be rich. Yes! Alright, I'll stop being weird, my bad. It's a fun game, right? The game has a good soundtrack. Oh, nice. I haven't tried that particular one, but I loved the music on the PSP one up there that I showed you guys. This was their Band Hero. I think this was the one I was gonna pass on, but I got to the register, I got to the counter, and the lady said, "Oh, do you know about our deal today?" And I was like, "No, please enlighten me." And she was like, "Oh, if you spend 20 bucks, you get like half off of that 20 bucks, so it's $10." And I was like, she was like, "You want to go get something else?" I was like, "Yep." And so I grabbed this and I think one other game, and then I got like 10 bucks. So that's right. I'm never making content once I get rich. I'm out. Dude, the manual to this is super thin. It's like 3 pages. And I don't even have any of the instruments to play this, but it does have 65 songs by the biggest top artists. So, All American Rejects, Evanescence, Fall Out Boy, Jackson 5, Maroon 5, No Doubt, Rolling Stones, Taylor Swift. Okay, okay. I've not sold. I have a not sold. I'm done, guys. I'm done. I'm sorry. I can't talk. Not for resale copy of Mercenaries 2. Nice. Is it worth anything? Sold his soul for PSP Games. Played Mercenaries 2 as a kid. Nice. All right, next game we have is Burnout 3 Greatest Hits. $3. Really clean copy. So, dude, it was complete as well. What do you guys think of the greatest hits and the favorites titles and all that? Let me know if you're a fan. I typically don't mind them. Especially the one on the PlayStation 2. I was scouring eBay the other day for the Star Wars games on the PSP, and there was a lot of them that were greatest hits, and I noticed myself being like, no, I don't want that. I want the black label. So day by day, I'm becoming a snobby collector, so happy about that. All right, and then the last one I found at that thrift store was Mario Maker, and this one was $5, which I haven't played, but dude, I love some Dashi videos on this game. Have you guys seen Dashi? He's so freaking funny. So funny. He plays this game and his reactions to it, and he like raps over the music and stuff. It's great. I have a complete box. What was it? Guitar Hero 3 with a Les Paul guitar. Nice. For the PS3. Bought it for $30 new at GameStop. Sounds like a really good deal. I can just see it as more, or I just see it as more variations than can be collected. Right? Or that can be collected. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to get to that level too. Currently, I don't really care about like variations, but I'll get there someday, guys. I'll get there. Mercenaries 2, not for resale, is expensive. Okay. Or is not expensive. $15. Okay. Haven't heard of Dashi. Oh, man. Looks like Joe has heard of Dashi, maybe. I think that's what I'm getting. I discovered him recently, and he's just hilarious, dude. I'm like, his reels are the best. They're so funny. Man, I wish I could be that funny and play some Mario Maker. It's hilarious. He just like yells at the screen, just like, ah! Whenever he dies and stuff. So there's the back. Looks interesting. I've always been curious to play this game. I've never played it. Have you guys played Mario Maker? It's really cool. Like, it's so nostalgic to see all of the Mario stuff, but it's in a new level. So Cool stuff. Glad to have it. I don't think I had it on the Wii U. I'll have to check. I have some Wii U games. Let me know what you want to see in my collection. I'll go dig it out of the closet over here. Whatever you want to see. I have the 3DS version. Nice. That'd be fun too. Like, dude, a portable version on the 3DS, that'd be a blast. Joe says, was the Wii U fun? I think it was fun. I don't have a lot of games for it, but I like the 3D Mario game. What is it? The one with the cats. Couldn't tell you what the name is. Um, I like Smash Bros. On it when that came out. Smash Bros. I think it was still Ultimate, right? That was fun. And then there's I played Breath of the Wild on it, so it was pretty cool. Yeah, I liked the Wii U. I still like the Wii U. People say it's a good console to collect for because it's a small-ish library than typical consoles. So a lot of people, I've heard them say several times that it's a good one to collect for that reason, because you can complete it fairly quickly because of that. Has anyone said you look related to Phoenix resale before? No, I haven't got that before. Maybe it's the new glasses. I don't know. Well, I'll take it. I'll take it. He's a good looking dude. I have a hacked Wii U. Oh, nice. It would be fun to hack. Like, I think you could do a lot of things, cool things if you hack the Wii U. I don't know. That's one console I haven't seen a video on about hacking it. So, do I have a Switch 2? I do not have a Switch 2, unfortunately. I'm considering selling off those expensive Genesis games that I found at the thrift store, simply because I have no personal interest in several of them and they're worth a lot of money. So I'm considering selling those and getting, putting that towards a Switch 2, because I want to play Donkey Kong Bonanza, even though it looks like Fortnite. Graphically, to me, everything looks like Fortnite on the Switch. Maybe I'm getting old. Maybe that's a weird opinion, but Devil's Third, yeah. Devil's Third is the most expensive game. People talk about that a lot on the Wii U. Is it actually a good game? Do you know why it's expensive? I don't know why it's expensive, but Donkey Kong Bonanza is fantastic. Nice. Mario Odyssey, but Donkey Kong? Hell yeah. Makes sense, because I know it was the same developers. I did learn that about that game, so that's part of the reason I do want to play it, because I know it was, in decent hands, because I really like Mario Odyssey. So I do want to play Donkey Kong Bonanza. I think it would be a lot of fun. I'm big into Donkey Kong, dude. And I can't, since we're bringing up Donkey Kong, might as well show you the OGs. I got Country 1, 2, and 3, classics. So these are my childhood copies. Man, we kept these in good condition. That's some expensive cardboard. I should get these protected, man. These are in minty condition. Some expensive cardboard. Get the Mario Kart bundle, don't get the Pokemon bundle. Okay, gotcha. I love Mario Kart, so I'll do it. If I ever get a Switch 2, I'll get the Mario Kart bundle. Good to know. Oh, Castlevania Bloodlines, yes. Phantasy Star 4 and Shining Force 1 and 2 are great games. Great and expensive Genesis games. I've played Bloodlines. That's when I played on the Nintendo Switch Online service and completely blew my mind, especially, dude, the soundtrack to that game is incredible. Like, it's so memorable, it's so amazing. Such a good soundtrack. Yeah, Bloodlines was such a good game. Fantasy Star 4, I've heard so many good things about. Shining Force 1 and 2, I don't think I've tried those. Oh yeah, dude, the soundtrack for Donkey Kong Country, the first one, classic. I still listen to that to this day in my headphones at work all the time. All three of those have incredible soundtracks as well. Yeah, for sure, dude. I totally agree. What would you say is your favorite video game franchise on the PSP? Thanks for the question. Thanks for reeling us back to the PSP, man. We've gone astray. Let me see. Favorite franchise. I have to turn around and like stare at my games to answer. Let's see. Franchise games. Very important question. Dang. Maybe because I don't have a whole lot of like entries. I have a lot of Metal Gear Solids on the PSP, but I don't know. Stealth is not my biggest pleasure. So based on what I'm looking at in my collection, I might change later, but I would have to say the God of Wars right now. Just because I love God of War. I've played almost all of them. So how about you? Do you have a favorite? Let me know. Sorry that took like ages, my bad. Devil's Third only had up to 5,000 copies made and had poor reception. Okay. Thanks for answering that. I didn't know if it was so expensive because everybody like loved it and bought it up or what. I don't know, man. So that's good to know. Poor reception. Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy 3 on the SNES had some of the best soundtracks. Nice. Yeah, Chrono Trigger. That's more my gamer shame. I haven't played Chrono Trigger, unfortunately. My friend growing up loved Chrono Trigger. He loved that game. And Final Fantasy, also some gamer shame. I this is giving me good ideas for shorts. Like, what's my gamer shame? Final Fantasy, I like it, but I didn't really grow up with it, so I'm not very familiar with it. And then I played a couple of the later games, like 15 and 15. That's about it, man. I play the offshoot. Oh, dude, what happened to that game? I used to have one on the Vita. Did I have it right now? It's like Final Fantasy Worlds or something. Dude. Oh no, I have it on the PS4. I'm sorry. Getting off on a tangent. My bad. I'm sorry. Jay says, my favorite PSP franchise has to be the E's. Nice. Good to know. I really, really want to try those now, even more than I already do. I already want to try those. So I've been considering, playing those and reviewing them as well. I've been liking the Ratchet and Clank games lately. Maybe them. Oh yeah, yeah. Haven't played enough to give them all a fair shot. Gotcha. Yeah, that's a great choice. I was talking about it on the other stream. You might have been here, but yeah, I played Rift Apart, so I haven't tried the ones on the PSP, but I'm yeah on the ever growing backlog. So I played Final Fantasy 1 when it first came out on the NES. Dang, bro. Gamer street cred, dude. That's awesome. Flexing the street cred. Yeah, that's a good question too. What's your biggest, I mean, that's a pretty good one, but like what's your biggest flex with your gamer street cred? I also love the way the Lego games play on the PSP. Yeah, dude, I've played this one. Yeah, I played that Pirates one. Not, I mean, it's in a video on my channel way back in the day, but I enjoyed it. I like when they like throw things together and then all the like coins explode out of it and it's like you're just collecting a ton of coins. So those they're fun, yeah. Early 80s. Okay, right on. Nice, nice. I was born 89, so I had 1 year, well, like half a year of the 80s. I was alive. My biggest gamer flex is CSGO 10-year coin. Oh, wow. Nice. Wow, CSGO, that's a game. Now that is a game I have not heard of in a long, long time. Trying to think what mine is. I don't know. Platinuming a Black Myth Wukong, I consider that an achievement. That was freaking wildly hard, but so worth it and so fun. You're 7 years younger than me. Sorry if I'm making you feel old, bro. CSGO 10-year coin. So is that obviously for like playing 10 years? Is that like consistently? Did you play like tournaments and stuff? The shelf behind you? Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I like the shelf. I like the light up LEDs. It's a lot of fun. Oh yeah, Kurt Cobain. Yeah, man. I probably didn't even know who Nirvana was when I was like, what, 5? No, I've just played some each year. Okay, okay. Just hit 10 years a month or two ago. Nice. That's pretty cool. Used to live in Washington back in the day. Nice, nice. I live close to Washington now. I've only been there like once or twice, but it was really cool. Ooh, let me turn this. Sorry, I had to turn my heater off. It's getting toasty in here. Tacoma and Fort Lewis. Okay. I really want to go to Seattle to go to retro gaming conventions. Do you guys go to any retro gaming conventions? I went to one in Arizona. It was really cool. PSP forever, man. You're in the right place. Hello from Australia. Hello. Welcome. How are you? Hope you're having a great day. Miss Washington, nice scenery there. Oh yeah, man. I watch a lot of videos about the game store Pink Gorilla. I really like those guys. They're pretty cool. I've never been to one of their stores, unfortunately, though. Yeah, if there's not a retro gaming convention in Seattle soon, I'm probably gonna look up Portland and then go to the PRGE, the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. I think that would be a lot of fun. Right? Seeing the Space Needle in person, definitely, yeah. I saw it maybe like a decade ago when we went to Seattle. I agree, it's definitely really cool. And you got to go to the market as well, the Pike's Place, I think it is, market. It's legit. Mr. Fishing says, I haven't been to a retro con yet, but I'm hoping to go my first to your first one at the end of this month. Oh, sweet, dude. Nice. Which one are you planning on going to? They're so fun. I would recommend bringing some trade bait because you're probably going to see a lot of stuff that you like want. And yeah, I do a lot of trading at the retro cons as well. I usually bring a backpack full of old games and then just take it out and be like, would you take these? And they normally do trades. And that's how I got a lot of this collection too. So I would highly recommend that technique, that strategy. Oh yeah, Bend, Oregon. Yeah, dude. That would be really cool. Visiting the last Blockbuster. I watch a lot of Sick Cooper's channel, Double Jump Video Games. I watch his vlogs like every day, pretty much, and I like his Blockbuster section. I think that's an awesome idea. So that's really cool. Nice. Okay, I'll have to see if there's any coverage of it on YouTube. I don't think I've heard of that one. Rally Retro Gamers. Sweet. Yeah, I watch a lot of those as well. A lot of you know, conventions, videos at conventions. It's a lot of fun. That's how I know about like PRGE and what else do I know? Like there's a couple in Seattle I've watched. But yeah, really want to go to some more of those. Those are a lot of fun. Game On Expo. I like all the panels that they have and stuff. So, yep. Let's see. I wonder what else I got here. Just seeing if I can show you guys anything else. Dude, this would be a cool game. I got this at a convention. It was 40 bucks, so a little bit pricey, but yeah, this has a cool manual. Like, I love the art on this game. Yeah, Billy from the Game Chasers. Yeah, man, that was so sad, dude. I was like, dude, that was like a gut punch, man. It was just like out of nowhere, you know? I just didn't know he was having health issues. Yeah, Breath of Fire 3. I'd like to play this one. But yeah, man, that's super unfortunate. I was like thinking about it for weeks afterward. It would just like hit everybody so hard. It was crazy. Like, not good. But yeah, R.I.P. Billy. That's basically their channel inspired my channel for sure. Um, I used to binge their stuff like maybe 2017 is when I discovered the Game Chasers. Dude, it was so much fun. So yeah, they have such a great channel and everything. I still go back and watch some of their episodes. On Breath of Fire 3 CIB on the PS1. Nice. Very cool. Also have the strategy guide. Nice. Oh, speaking of, I could show you some guides. Or I also thought maybe I could take a look at what my if I have any really good PS2 games. I'm sure there's a couple in there. So give me 1 second, guys. Let me take a look at my PS2 and see if they're the PS2 games. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Xenogear strategy guide, nice. All right, so I pulled out some PS2 games that I just thought were kind of better titles. So I have Dark Cloud. This always looked like an interesting game to me. Revival of an ancient evil evil once banished. Rebirth of a land once destroyed, renewal of a love once lost. So that looks interesting. Got Sly Cooper. These are really fun games. I like Sly Cooper. This one is a bit a lot sun faded, but it's Soul Reaver. And I played a good amount of this. It's also like chewed up by a dog right there or something. Got some bite marks, but it's a fun game. And then like this one was the one I was talking about. I found it. Wolfenstein 2 on the PS2, and it's in the Hollywood video. Don't worry, this was not the one from the one that smelled like poop. No manual, just a really basic case. Yeah, you can see right there, Hollywood video. Pretty cool. Midnight Club 2. This is the one that like made me want the one on the PSP. That's how I discovered Midnight Club. I don't know where I got this though, who knows. This one my dad found at a thrift store. All right. Poopstein 2, yeah. My dad found this at a thrift store pretty recently, and it's kind of uncommon, kind of pricey. I want to say this is like $40 or something. But you gotta love Nightmare Before Christmas. Such a good movie. I got Jack and Daxter, the classic. Feels like it's not complete. Oh, it's not complete. That sucks. Oh well. At least I have the case and the disc. And this one, I'm gonna have to swap the case out for this one too, because it's got like some damage there. But Gauntlet Dark Legacy. Last time I checked, this was actually kind of an uncommon title. It is complete too. So, pesky humans. That's a pretty thick manual on that boy. Always been interested in trying this one. Oh, it's got Spy Hunter on the back. Very interesting. But yeah, I need to swap out the case because that should be remedied. Have you guys tried Gauntlet Dark Legacy? Let me know. Have you thought about starting a Discord? I do have an account on Discord. I get asked kind of frequently about Discord. So yeah, I mean, I don't really know the ins and outs of it. I don't really participate in Discord, so I'm kind of just a little unfamiliar. But I'll definitely look into that. I'm not really sure how it works. It's like everybody can talk like through a voice chat. Is that what it is? Because that'd be really fun. But yeah, I definitely I need to watch my other stream. There was a guy in my chat. I don't know if he's here right now, but he was telling me to add him. It was like cowboy, and then the year. I'll have to look that again. I still need to add you. If you're watching, I didn't forget. It's pretty simple, but you probably like it. Nice. Yeah, that's a great idea. I'm gonna think about starting that. Like I said, I have one. It's always just confused me, the whole interface and everything, and I don't know how it works, so I'll have to look into it. It has voice channels to talk over mics, but you can also add text channels for different topics. Okay, cool. So I could like start a topic like PSP topic or something, and then everyone like goes to that specific topic and like chats and stuff like this. Is that how it works? And also, do you use like a camera? Would it be like a live stream, or is it just like I'll have to look. I'll watch some videos. I'll educate myself. I'm ignorant. I'm sorry. I definitely join. Awesome. What do you want? What you want to make is a Discord server. It's basically a group chat. Okay. I think I might have done that. If you guys want to look on there, I think I've done that. If you want to search Johnny the Gamer, but I'll look into it. Yeah, you got it spot on. Okay, you can choose to stream just audio with a webcam or your screen. Okay, excellent. That sounds cool. That'd be fun, yeah. And luckily I've already created one. Not that it's hard to like sign up or anything, but that would be a lot of fun. I'll check it out once the stream's done. I'm trying to think if there's any other games I'd like to show off. I've got some like guides if you want to see them. Discord is super easy. I joined. Oh, nice. Okay, okay. Guys are selling me on it. That'd be fun. Can you also like do it when you stream games and stuff? I guess you could, right? Because you can stream a webcam or something. Bless my eyeballs. Okay, I'll grab the guides. Man, I always want to collect these, but they're so unruly and heavy that I'm like, no way, dude, I'm not collecting these anymore. I've got enough. So the first one is Jack 3. But I mean, they're dirt cheap. Like, what is that, $4.50? So I thought that was really cool. This is the one I haven't played. So I want to play Jack 3. And when I finally play it, I have the guide. And then this is another one I want to play, Infamous 2. This one's in a really good condition. That's pretty cool. I've got Dissidia, because you guys probably know I've yapped about it enough. I love Dissidia. Great game. I'm a big fan of Borderlands, so I've got Borderlands. This one's pretty good condition too. And then, oh yeah, I've got God of War on the PSP, Chains of Olympus. Got the guide. Dude, I should like open some of these up too and show you the inside. That's pretty cool, that elephant. Wow, we've got a half-naked chick. Dude, like the first scene in that game is like, there's like two girls in bed and stuff, and I didn't remember, and I was streaming it, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, oh gosh, this is gonna get taken down. There's like some harpies. Dude, this thing, check this thing out. Look at that condition. It's destroyed. I've had this thing since I can remember. So it's, yeah, about Super Mario 3, Nintendo Power. I've got Banjo-Kazooie Near Mint. Yeah, right? That'd be funny to list it on eBay or something. It'd be like near mint condition. And it's like destroyed. Oh man, this is nostalgic. Banjo-Kazooie. Dude, remember that big fish? The best half of a chick. Oh, what's up, Alexa? Of course I remember. How could I forget? How you doing? Mad Monster Mansion. Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie, good stuff, good stuff. And then I've got Donkey Kong, also near mint. Oh, look at how taped up it is, near mint condition. You can just see the gloriously pristine condition. And the snowy level. Snow Barrel Blast. And I remember too, guys, going through this and like getting every secret. This was, I mean, it's so beat up for a reason, because like this was one of the games I like went hard on. Like I knew every single bonus. I would like jump off the cliff right here to the left or whatever and drop straight down where you can't see, and it shoots you in a bonus barrel and stuff like that. Yeah, Gorilla Glacier. Nostalgic stuff. This one's awesome. I prefer the lightly used, right? Dude, I don't trust eBay anymore. I've seen like AI descriptions. Like you can straight up tell it's AI. There's like bullet points and it's like item is like new, blah 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 blah. I'm like, BS. It's probably in garbage condition. Super Mario 64. Oh, I've got the castle basement. This is fun. I like showing off all my garbage. Dire Docks. Oh my gosh. The soundtrack in that level. So good. Donkey Kong. Do you guys like Donkey Kong 64? I love this game. I feel like it got a lot of hate for some reason. Like not when it released, but like, I don't know. Saw videos with people talking crap about it, and I'm like, dude, I love Donkey Kong 64. You can play as all the characters. This one, the guide isn't very like fun to look at, in my opinion. It's kind of just gameplay screenshots, so not too much to see there. Donkey Kong Country 2. Nice. DK64 was your first N64 game? Hell yeah. Right on, right on. Is that sticker brush? No, that's... Oh, also the soundtrack. But yeah, like in 64, like of course you got the opening intro that's kind of cheesy, right? But that didn't stop me. That game was good. Lost World. I'm trying to find Sticker Brush Symphony, I think it's called, or like that's the name of the song, but that's such a good song too. Where is it? Sorry guys, I'm trying to find it. Thanks for hanging out while I just do all this stuff. You guys are awesome. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the, if you subscribe, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Rickety Race. Oh my gosh, where is it? Slime Climb. Okay, that's the level. Bramble Blast. So the level's actually not called Sticker Brush Symphony. That's the name of the song, which is also quite the earworm. I listen to it all the time. And then the last one is Ocarina of Time. Near Mint. It's just like a thing right there. Ooh, that's cool though. It's got the map. Hyrule World Atlas. I drew that picture when I was a kid. I like that picture, it's cool. Yeah, for me, we've had this since I was a kid, and whoa, that's cool. It's like a cardboard cutout of the songs. I used to use this a lot for drawing stuff. Yeah, the art, right? The art is so good. I'm sure I drew that at some point. I drew Link. Oh, I definitely drew Ganon. I drew that picture of Ganon back in the day. And yeah, so it's not too much art that I'm seeing. Let me go back to the beginning really quick, see if I can get just a couple more, and then I think I'll wrap up. Oh, there's a Poe down there. Dude, yeah, I mean, I'm sure these aren't too expensive, these guides. But yeah, Zelda's the best, dude. Love Zelda. There's Link climbing a ladder. What's your favorite Zelda game? This is mine, Ocarina. Oh, the creepy owl. Don't trust him for a second. Oh, the Zora. Nice. That's cool. Zora's fountain. Yeah, there's not too much more art in there, so there's that one. It's the last one I got, guys. So, yep. I think I will wrap it up here. Y'all have been amazing. Y'all have been awesome. The turnout for these streams has been great, so thank you so much. Thanks for chatting in the live stream or the chat. I'll have to check out Discord, and I'll keep you updated with my pickups and my collections and stuff like that. So thank you guys for watching. Oh, thank you, Mr. Fishing. Please keep the streams coming. That's very encouraging. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying them. I'm enjoying them as well myself. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun connecting with you guys. Really cool to connect with people that like this stuff. So thank you so much. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next stream. Peace out, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. You're awesome. Thanks. Have a great night. Have a good night. Bye-bye.